You're watching Guude. You're watching Guude. Fighting just to save our lives. Got you laughing every night.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Jeff rescued me and all my stuff.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot that when we logged off last time, it was or we ended recording. It was you getting destroyed, and I I got lucky as shit and found your stuff before it despawned.
Yeah, pretty much. Which
I
is
don't
good.
even know where I was at anymore because I just frantically ran.
I don't
through
know where
all the
I was
lit-up
at
caves.
either, like to get here. But this cave, there's a lot of darkness still left. Like this is a very
Well, I was in an area about to approach darkness, and I left it behind. I just don't know where it was at, but there's plenty more. So I'm going this way where it's dark.
Okay.
So I completely pissed off some people today at my hospital.
Was it the guy that didn't say he worked there? Have you heard anything else about that guy?
No. This wasn't coworkers. This was like patients and families, and it's funny.
I didn't think you interacted with him anymore.
Oh, I still interact with them. I don't do direct care, but I still talk to patients in the hallway and stuff. I'm very big on our hospital is so goddamn confusing. It's like the most confusing hospital you'll ever walk around to like find anything.
Okay, so
So
you technically
constantly-
probably didn't have to talk to these people, is what you're saying to me right now.
Well, in this case, I did, and I'll explain why momentarily. But my hospital, they try to push an orientation, and I don't know if they do it as much anymore because I don't see as many of the newer people doing it. It's more of the older people doing it, and I feel like you should do it anyway because when a person's in a hospital, no matter what, if
Shit,
they're there,
hold on. You have all the food. I think you got it out whenever you collected my stuff.
oh, I very well might. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I have
Kill
7
him
chicken.
back.
I have 7 chicken.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought I tried to split it up. I actually don't have that much left. I have 14 chicken and 8 fish. You need some more?
No, I think 7. 7 should probably do. Hopefully, as long as I don't take a lot of damage.
But our hospital is so confusing. You always see people like patients, families, anybody just there for an appointment. If they look confused in the hallway, I was taught ask somebody if they need directions. So I ask everybody because everybody constantly, you can just tell that look of confusion when somebody's trying to find the next where they're trying to go. So I constantly am stopping people, and I'm like, "Do you need some help finding something?" And of course, like every day, somebody tells me a place they're going to that I've never heard of. So I learn something new every single day, and I've been at this hospital for
It's like
10
Willy Wonka's
years.
factory or something.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Our hospital is insane. It's multiple buildings, multiple wings of buildings. Then when you deal with the ambulatory side, the physician's office building is like 2 different towers that are numbered in a way that people often are in the wrong tower trying to go to their appointment because there's no real good signs that tell you when you get an appointment with a doctor, for some reason they're not good at telling people like North Tower versus South Tower, or if they do, they don't make it clear that there's 2 different towers and they're just like looking. They get in the first elevator they see, they go upstairs and they're like nothing around here is where I'm supposed to be. But so I interface with people all the time. It's not from a direct care perspective.
Right.
Well, today we had something called a code pink.
What is that?
A code pink is a quote unquote a baby kidnapping.
Oh no.
Well, and here's the deal. We have code pink drills a lot. We said you don't know if they're drills or if they're real because you're always supposed to do the same thing. And code pinks are the one drill. Like if the fire alarm goes off, good luck watching people walk out the door. Like they try to stick around their office and things like that. Everybody assumes it's a drill or it's popcorn in the microwave, and people don't fucking leave. And it's terrible, but that's the truth.
So
Code
if the
pinks-
house ever catches on fire, people are gonna die, basically.
It's a good possibility. Well, ignoring the fact that a lot of patients can't physically move out of there, so it's all about horizontal.
What is the
evacuation
procedure there?
procedures.
Does it get patients out first?
Well, it's
leave
get patients. It's get patients. It's rescue, alarm, contain, extinguish. The acronym RACE. That's what you have to know.
Race
for,
doesn't sound like
know-
the right acronym when it comes to fire response.
Sure, it does.
No,
Sure it does.
no.
Race.
I went to school. I've done fire alarms. Race is the last thing a teacher will ever tell a child to do.
Race. But so it's in a hospital setting because of what you deal with. There's actually, like I said, there's vertical evacuation versus horizontal evacuations. And a lot of people don't realize that because when you're dealing with hundreds of people at the hospital who are bedridden and unable to move, you'll get the people who are ambulatory, you'll get them to try to move out of there on foot to somewhere safe. But a lot of times you have to take people on stretchers. You can't be taking granted, you can't take the elevator in a fire, quote unquote, but if you have to take the elevator in a fire, you have to take the elevator, in a fire to get some of these people. But you still wouldn't have enough elevators to get all these people on stretchers. So you do horizontal evacuation too. And just because, the third floor is on fire, if it's one end of the third floor, move them to the other end of the third floor until you can figure out what's going on. And, it's, there's a lot of different types of evacuations that happen in a fire. And we've had to do horizontal evacuations before when there was electrical outlet caught on fire and you had to move everybody off of a unit, or when I was in the ED once and the outlet started sparking and we had to move people out of certain rooms because it was all smoky over there. So you do stuff like that. Not frequently, but I've experienced that, and it's never been a major fire. So I want to say hey, we did well, but did we really do well if it was a real?
Yeah. So if there's ever a major fire, people are going to die. Basically. Yeah,
probably. Yeah, it's kind of inevitable.
Right.
With the fact that you have patients as well as the people who are stupid and don't move out of their office. Like the last time we had a fire alarm, and it was a legit fire alarm because actually something in the elevator room started smoking, so the smoke detectors went off. So there was a real fire alarm, but there was not actually a real fire that happened.
Uh-huh.
We're on the floor. I'm in the sixth floor of this building on the where my office is at, and literally I'm making coffee. The fire alarm starts going off, and I'm like, well, shit. And a bunch of people opened their office door, looked down the hallway, and they said, oh, Jeff's a firefighter. Jeff, what should we do? And I literally stopped and looked at him, and I said, you get the fuck out of the building. And I said that to him, directly those words. I said, you get the fuck out of the building. And I think they looked at me and kind of realized the stupidity of their question. And then, Greg grabbed their shit and left. I'm going to stay in your office and hope for the best. Well, it depends. Did you finish that proposal I need from you? It's dumb. But Code Pinks, on the other hand, people jump into the protocol for a Code Pink. Code Pink, it's called. You go to the nearest hallway that anybody would possibly be going down, and you stage.
And so you stand there waiting for someone to come by?
You stand there, and you don't let people go by without making sure they don't have a baby or, something with them.
Yeah.
And so this is the one time that you'll hear a Code Pink get called, and within seconds, you look out and the hallway is freaking just there's just people standing everywhere, covering exits. People take that shit seriously. It's a baby, Right. And it doesn't necessarily mean baby, but that's traditionally it means any missing child.
Okay, so you don't let anyone with any kids go, basically.
Yeah, you got to kind of figure out what's going on. I've never really had to deal with. You're not supposed to have children visiting in my hospital because of flu stuff, but there always is children there.
Everyone brings the kids.
But we don't have a pediatric ward either, so we're not dealing with the peds people as much. We're dealing with the infants, the peds. That's what they call them. They're peds. But as part of what you do in this Code Pink, and a lot of people don't take this part seriously, but I do because I don't know if it's real. And I will tell you, I think only once since I've been there have we ever had a real Code Pink, and I think it was the only time in the hospital's history they've had a real Code Pink. We've had Code Pinks called before. Sometimes it's drills, sometimes it's because, or most of the time it's because the nurse was transferring a baby to either a different unit or a procedure and forgot to tell the person, and the alarm went off because the babies have little wristbands or a brace or ankle bands on them. Mm-hmm. So when you go past these certain sensors, these alarms will go off, and so then they'll call it the Code Pink because the baby's not where it's supposed to be. Gotcha. And every other time has always been, it was just somebody neglected to appropriately inform, or they didn't inform and the person didn't turn the alarm off quick enough, and the Code Pink got called. I think once it got called, and it wasn't for a patient, it was a family visiting a patient had brought a 14-year-old kid, and the 14-year-old kid for some reason thought it was funny and did this as a practical joke. Hid from everybody.
Why would you
because
do
he thought
that?
It was going to be funny, and the family flipped out and like they couldn't find their child, and so they ended up calling it Code Pink. And then the kid came out of like hiding. It was like, oh, ha, ha, just kidding, type of deal.
And they beat
so that was
his
the
ass.
only like one I've ever heard of. So I don't know about today's, if today's was real, if it was a mistake or what, because we don't get that knowledge of that until sometime after the effect. But these people were, a bunch of people start walking by in the hallway, and if they, I'm getting killed by this spider. Where you come from? Where you come from? And I'm stopping everybody that has a bag. I'm saying, look, and I'm saying it just like this because I know it's like a terrible thing to do. I said, look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be intrusive. We have a Code Pink happening right now. Can you please open up your bag and let me look in the top? We just got to make sure that there's no babies coming out of this, this place. And there's a couple of reasons. One, if the person actually is the person who stole the baby, they're going to get the fuck out of there as quickly as they can. They're not going to open my bag and let me see the baby in there.
Right. They're gonna run.
But that is what you're supposed to do. Like, we are allowed to do that in these situations. You stop and you do bag checks for people to make sure that nobody's leaving with the baby. Most people that you stop, for one, they don't know what a Code Pink is, and they'll say, like, "What's a Code Pink?" And you'll tell them, like, it's a missing baby or a missing child. And I think this guy's after me.
He's after me. I looked at him.
Oh God, I was like, he's loud. And like a couple ladies, like, I stopped and they're like, "What's a Code Pink?" And I told them, they're like, "Oh my God, I hope they find the baby." And they like rip open their purse as quick as they can because it's a baby. Like, they just want the baby to be safe. But there was this one couple that came walking out of the elevator, and both of them had bags. And I stopped and I said, "Excuse me, I don't mean to be, invasive, but we do have a code. We do have a Code Pink going on right now, which is a missing baby. You guys have bags. I just need to check inside your bags and make sure that there's not a baby. Can you just unzip the top of it for me?" And the guy, it was like a couple. And the guy was like, "Oh, yeah, of course." And he like opens his bag up. But his girlfriend or wife or whoever she was that he was with was not pleased.
Why?
Because she felt it was an invasion of her privacy. And also, I can understand, like, it now looks like, and coincidentally at this time, there wasn't a bunch of people in the hallway. So there was a bunch of us workers standing in the hallway, but they were the only patrons walking around at this particular moment. So it looks like, from their perspective, I'm singling them out and basically telling them I think that you stole a baby.
Okay.
And so this woman was not pleased with it, and she was like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry." I said, "We're checking everybody's bags because of this going on." I'm trying to be as cordial as I possibly can with this woman because I know how it looks. I would feel kind of offended if I walked out in a hallway of a hospital and somebody was just like, "Excuse me," like, and that I'm not wearing like a security outfit or anything. I'm a dude in slacks and a button-up shirt, with happen to have a hospital badge on, and that somehow is giving me permission to search your personal belongings.
Yeah, it does though. I mean, I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't question it. I guess I'm not in her camp right now. I'm in a different camp.
I'm also not in her camp, but I can understand her camp.
I can't. I guess I can't. Like, if I enter a place like a hospital, I assume that things like my bags and stuff like that. It's like a school to me. Like I'm now in a place where these sort of things can happen, and I just accept it, I guess.
I mean, I think most people are in your camp, especially when you explain to them what a Code Pink is. Because, like I said, the babies. You'd say anything about babies missing. Yeah, the babies. You say anything about babies missing, and everything else is out the window. Like, all my negative thoughts about you. We could be in the middle of a fist fight, and if they called the Code Pink, we'd be like, "Oh shit,
the baby
doesn't get out of his hospital. You covered door A, I got door B."
We'll fight after.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was just curious, but obviously I got your thoughts on that. But I was curious on what your thoughts.
So what ended up happening? Hold on, don't stop there.
It's going to be one of those stories. I told you that. I don't know what this.
No. I don't know. I know that. But I mean, okay. So she said no at first.
Oh,
I mean, you didn't. There's more.
She opened her bag. She let me look in it, but she was just like, "Are you serious? Like, this is absurd," is what she kept saying. And she let me look though, and then she walked down the hallway and just kept looking back at me and giving me this nasty look. Luckily, there was another group of people stationed like about 100 feet up in the hallway that watched this interaction, and
they
didn't ask her again to like search her bag, but
they should have.
I think it made her a little bit more calm and realizing that I wasn't just some random guy doing this, that everybody was there in the hallway, like obviously for the same purpose. But I mean, I've been stuck in a code pink because you're supposed to either stop where you're at if you're in a main hallway, or you go out to a main hallway. And I've been at multiple times walking down an empty corridor and been the only person in this major hallway, but I was the only person at the time. And I'm stopping and now in charge of checking pretty much everybody who comes by, like on my own.
Right.
So I'm glad that wasn't the situation.
Right, because then you just got you and Crazy Lady.
Yeah. Then it's like, what comes up to the hospital. All of a sudden I have a complaint filed against me the next day of this random guy for no reason is asking to, go through my.
Well, that wouldn't last long, right? I mean, that would just go away immediately, right?
Oh yeah, once they realize it was during a code pink or whatever, I'm sure it would. But then at the same time, you never know, because then depending on how far the story gets, PR is a big thing. And even when you're completely in the right, a lot of times there is saving face that happens by companies and corporations.
That's not a thing.
Nope, not at all. Definitely
not in this case. I mean, the babies.
The babies. For the love of God, the babies.
I feel like you could go on national news and just do that. But the babies! Want to make sure the babies are okay. I really want to know now if this was a legit one or not, because after a while they just they called about 15 minutes. They called the code pink terminated, which means it's over on whatever the outcome was, or whether they realized it was false, whether it was a drill, whether it was real, and they had apprehended the person trying to steal the baby or something. Like, I have no idea. Right.
Hopefully I'll find out tomorrow. I'm like in with all the disaster management, like people at the hospital, so I will hopefully be able to find out somebody keeps shooting me and I can't see who it is. I'm trying to climb this damn stairwell. And every time I climb up on this one step, I get shot and I don't see who the fuck is shooting me.
Oh man.
Do it again. Jump. I made it. Who was it? I got a lot of darkness by where I'm at, but I'm out of wood. I got to get back to the
ravine, yeah,
or not the
ravine, yeah,
the mine shaft.
I have a stack of gold plus 22.
I have 57.
Man, this is like a UHC gold mine, literally. Of course, I never get damage.
I either never get lucky in UHC to find that much gold, or when I do have that UHC where I find just a ridiculous amount of gold, afterwards we're talking and it turns out I still have like the least amount of gold than anybody.
Right.
That's like what it always turns into. I had a whole stack of gold. Oh yeah, well I found a temple that had 3 golden apples and 4 stacks of gold.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I've definitely been in that situation.
Are you still in darkness?
I'm in a ravine. That's where I just found these diamonds. I stopped. I had some raw chicken. Oh, this motherfucker just got shot off.
It sounds like an intense sexual position. He shot me off. Okay, another stack of torches.
There's definitely more darkness around there.
Oh yeah, I'm going back to the darkness that I left to go get more wood.
No, I should get some of this wood, in fact.
Yeah, because I'm escaping the confines of the mine shaft and into another ravine.
It's crazy how much stuff I found and I just found diamonds for the first time in all of this.
Ooh, hi creeper. I don't like the way I'm in this cave that's got like multiple areas. So when I go fight one creeper, there's so much like behind my back that I'm not watching.
Right. You should blow up at any time. That's how I died. Well, I mean, I wasn't watching I was looking above me, so that doesn't help. But he just basically got completely up on me. I didn't realize it.
I just saw a bunch of diamonds down here.
Oh, nice. That's really what we need.
Redstone.
We should kill a wither at some point.
It looks like at least 7, if not 8. Oh, and another set of diamonds over there.
Nice.
Get this covered.
So, I lost 2 episodes. I think I've already told
2?
you this. But, yeah. For anyone that's watching and wonders what happened to those episodes, I deleted them. Didn't want them.
They weren't that good.
I got real behind. Like we kind of went back and forth. Like you were behind, and then I was behind, and I didn't upload mine because I thought you were behind, and then I just forgot and did. Anyways, so when I did finally release all mine. I told you this already, but we could talk about it some more. I named I released 5 episodes like within an hour of each other, and I named them. The first one was named This, and then the next one was Video, then Really, or The Very. It was like this video is very late. Yeah, so that was the 5 videos. Video named Video though got 7 times the number of views. It got 14,000 views, and all the other ones got 2,000 views. So,
it makes me wonder, did it like trigger some part of the search algorithm? Were people just excited that you were back uploading again?
No, it definitely triggered. I mean, I haven't had that many views on one of these episodes since we started doing it again. And not only that, like I went and looked at my analytics just to kind of see, and I gained a bunch of subscribers off of that video. I had a Green Day, not the band, but I had a Green Day for like
just one Green Day.
Yeah, a single Green Day. But I did. I had a Green Day for the first time in like I don't even know, a long time.
Did you name it like Mindcraft this, or was it literally?
No. I mean, I left the normal stuff, so it was like Minecraft, episode whatever.
It wasn't just named Video.
Right. Just the part after all that other bullshit that's normally there was Video. So I kind of want to name every video now.
Just, yeah, like I told you, I'm just gonna name my videos YouTube. No other things, just YouTube. It'll be called the YouTube.
Well, I think I might change my title, honestly, to Minecraft Video. It might put video in the title.
That'll be entertaining to see if that does anything.
What if it does?
I mean, then will be following soon. Sorry to tell you, but
that'll be so strange though. Like, is that all it takes? Just name your videos Video? I mean, isn't it clear that they are a video? I mean, we're on YouTube. They're all videos.
Well, it makes me kind of wonder, did it trigger something in the way they promoted your video, or was it more that people search YouTube and they actually put in like things like Minecraft video?
Yeah, I think they must.
How to video, like they're actually typing that in.
Yeah, I think so. I think the word video is getting typed, and which to me is, I mean, those people are stupid. If you're watching this video now and you're one of those video typers, you're stupid. I lost all the subscribers I gained just now. They're all gone.
All gone. Easy come, easy go.
But I mean, let's be honest. That's silly, right?
I'm gonna name this
motherfucker.
Jesus Christ, man!
He dropped on my head. He was pre-charged and fucking blew me to hell.
Am I gonna be able to find you this time?
We were just near each other, you and I. We were just near each other.
Close.
Where you just got that wood. That's the mine shaft I was in. Anyways, we're out of time again. These episodes end with my death.
See you guys in the next video.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.